Hello children, from our 8th class science chapter number 10 cell and cell organelles, we all have discussed all the cell organelles along with their structure and functions up till now. And today we are going on to move on to exercise question answer solutions. Okay, so on page number 74 we have questions based on this chapter. First question is, who am I? First, I am ATP producing factory. We all have read that ATP is the form of energy is produced by mitochondria in the cell. Therefore, mitochondria is also called as the powerhouse of the cell. So the answer to this first, who am I, is mitochondria. The second one, I am single layered but maintain cellular osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure we all know is maintained by the vacuole here, and it is the only one having single outside layer, single membrane it is covered with. So second answer is vacuole. Third one, I support the cell, but I am not cell wall. I have a body resembling that of a net. We all have seen and drawn diagram of plasma membrane. If you remember, cell membrane, plasma membrane, or selectively permeable membrane. These are the three names to that membrane. It is not cell wall, which is present only in plant cell, but this plasma membrane is present in all the cells. Plasma membrane is present in plant cell as well as animal cell, and its structure is like that of a net, and it is semi-permeable, allows certain things to move in and out of that layer. So the third answer will be cell membrane or plasma membrane. Okay, fourth one, I am chemical factory of the cell. Now, where the chemicals undergo reactions and they produce energy in the form of ATP. So, answer to this sentence is also your mitochondria. Okay, mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell. It is ATP producing factory, and it is also called as the chemical factory of the cell. Now, last one, who am I, is leaves are green because of me. Who is making the plant leaves green in color? Of course, the pigment chlorophyll that is present in chloroplast. Okay, it's a type of plastid and it is having chlorophyll in it, and that's going to be giving the imparting green color to the leaves of the plant. So chloroplast we have to write there. Chlorophyll is the pigment that is present in chloroplast. Okay, then what would have happened if is the next question. The first question in this type is, RBCs had mitochondria. If RBC will be having mitochondria, in that case, oxygen carrying capacity will be affected because hemoglobin will have space deficiency, and if RBC will themselves use the oxygen, then how they will be going and transferring oxygen to each and every part of the body and each and every cell? That will be a problem. So mitochondria are absent in the RBC cells of our blood. The main answer you have to write down is oxygen carrying capacity will be affected if there will be mitochondria in RBC. Mitochondria themselves will use the oxygen in production of energy, ATP, isn't it? That's why. Second question, there had been no difference between mitochondria and plastids. Now, if there will be no difference between mitochondria and plastids, what will happen? There will be no other structure in the cell to provide energy. because plastids, what they are doing, imparting color to the plant body, and they are helping in photosynthesis. But if mitochondria will be also like plastids, functioning like plastids, in that case, what will produce energy in the cells and in animal cells also? So the answer to this should be written as no structure will be there to provide energy in the cell. If mitochondria and plastids will be the same, they will have no difference in them. Okay. Third one, genes had been absent on the chromosomes. If genes will not be there, then how the hereditary characters will be transferred from parent to the next generation, to their children? So for this, you will have to write down that offspring would not look or behave like their parents, because the heredity is transferred through genes only. So if genes will be absent in the chromosome, no parental characters will be transferred to the offspring. Okay. Next question. Plasma membrane had not been selectively permeable. In that case, homeostasis maintenance will not be possible. Okay. Plasma membrane is maintaining homeostasis. We have read earlier that due to the property of semi-permeability, molecules of water, salt, oxygen enter the cell and carbon dioxide come out of the cell. If any changes occur outside the cell, the cellular environment does not change itself due to the plasma membrane. This condition is called homeostasis. And if plasma membrane will not be selectively permeable, it will allow everything to come in and out of the cell, like that of your cell wall of plant cell. Cell wall of plant cell is freely permeable. It is not selectively permeable, but plasma membrane is selectively permeable. Plasma membrane selectively permeable is helping in maintaining homeostasis. Even if there is unfavorable condition outside the cell, it will maintain its balance inside the cell. Okay, there will be no change in the cell environment inside, that is homeostasis. So to maintain homeostasis, plasma membrane need to be selectively permeable. Okay. Then next is plants lack anthocyanin. In that case, anthocyanin, if you see, is a pigment that gives blue or purple color to the plant body. If they will not be present, in that case, the plant body will be colorless. There will be no color to that plant body, and ultraviolet rays of the sun will be more effective and easily burn out the plant cells. So therefore, anthocyanin is very necessary in plant body, and if they are not there, in that case, the plant body will look colorless, and ultraviolet rays will not be helpful in that case. Next question is, who is the odd man among us, and give reason. The first set of words is nucleolus. Listen carefully. Nucleolus, mitochondria, plastids, and endoplasmic reticulum. So you see the three, mitochondria, plastids, and endoplasmic reticulum, are your cell organelles. But nucleolus is a part of nucleus, is inside the nucleus along with chromosomes. So nucleolus is the odd one because it is present inside the nucleus and it is not the main cell organelle of any cell. Okay. On the other hand, mitochondria, plastids, and endoplasmic reticulum are the important cell organelles, while nucleolus is present inside the nucleolus, that is helping during cell division only. Okay. Next set of words is DNA, ribosomes, and chlorophyll. You see, DNA and ribosomes are present in each and every cell. On endoplasmic reticulum, we have seen that there are ribosomes that make it rough endoplasmic reticulum. But this ribosome is also very important because it is helping in synthesizing proteins inside the cell. For protein synthesis, we need ribosomes. Okay. Then DNA is also present in each and every cell. It could be plant cell, animal cell, whatever. But chlorophyll, which is present only in the chloroplast of plant cell, are not present in the animal cell. Therefore, chlorophyll will be the odd one here. Okay. Next question is, we have to give functions of different cell organelles. The first one is plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, we all know, is present in plant and animal cell both, and it is selectively permeable and it helps in maintaining homeostasis. That is, outside the cell, whatever the conditions inside the cell, it will be maintaining its normal condition. Okay, it will not change its condition inside the cell. So that is the main function of plasma membrane. It is forming the outermost covering of the cell in plant cell, and in animal cell, inside cell wall there is a plasma membrane, but it helps in maintaining homeostasis is the main function, and it is also selectively permeable. We all know that water, salt, and oxygen, it will allow to enter inside, and carbon dioxide, it will allow to move out of the cell. Okay. The next is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the cell organelle which is having specific function. Actually, it creates a moist structure inside. It is sticky substance, and all the other cell organelles are suspended in that cytoplasm. It is the medium for cellular reaction. It is the medium for cellular reaction. Okay. This contains substance like amino acids, glucose, vitamins, etc., which provide nutrition to the other cell organelle also in the cell. So these two functions of cytoplasm you can write down. Next is lysosome. Lysosome is also called as a demolition squad or suicide bag of the cell. Actually, it helps in maintaining the immune system. It destroys the viruses and bacteria that attack the cell. Okay. It is also called a demolition squad because it destroys worn out cellular organelles and organic debris. Then it is also called as suicide bag because when the cell become older or damaged, cell bursts and enzymes inside this lysosome starts digesting its own cell. Therefore, it is also called as the suicide bag. And during starvation, lysosome digests stored proteins and fats. Okay, that is the next function of lysosome. Next, we come up to vacuole. Vacuole function, we all know, it helps in maintaining the osmotic pressure inside the cell, okay, compared to the outside atmosphere. And it helps in storing metabolic byproducts and end products like proteins, water, and glycogen in the vacuole is stored. In animal cell, they store waste product and food also, while in amoeba, it stores the food before the digestion. And in plant cell, we all know there is a big vacuole and it is full of cell sap and provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell. Okay. The next cell organelle is your nucleus, very important one. It controls all metabolic activities of the cell and also the cell division. It is helping because chromosomes are present in the nucleus only. And it is involved in transmission of heredity characters from parent to their offspring. So that these are the two functions of nucleus. Now last question, who gives me the color? That we have to match with them. Okay. Now you see red colored tomato gets it change of color from green to red by lycopene. Lycopene is the pigment that imparts red color to the tomato. Then green leaf, everybody knows the pigment is chlorophyll. And carrot, for carrot, the pigment, the plastic pigment is carotene. Carotene name is important and therefore the carrot's name is carrot. Okay. Then the violet color is imparted by the pigment anthocyanin. Remember anthocyanin. Okay. So that's the match the following that you have to do. Then further things are the project works. So these question answers I want you all to write in your fair copies and complete your copy with along with the diagrams that I have already sent you on the group. Okay. So complete all the question answers in your fair copy. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me on the group, of course. So bye all of you. Thank you.